Let's see if Museum of Illusions can deliver the way the Color Factory did, if it can tickle all 5 of our senses. I think this is going to be more visual. What you see isn't what you see. I say we go check it out.
Hello, Meepers! Today, we're checking out the Museum of Illusions in Chicago. When James and I visited Chicago, we wanted to check out uniquely immersive and sensory-rich attractions like the Museum of Illusions to investigate how much it actually tickled all of our senses. For those new to our channel, James and I are suckers for experiential and introverted attractions. Our first sensory stop before the Museum of Illusions was Color Factory Chicago, and if you haven't seen that video yet, we recommend you go check it out. So when we came across the Museum of Illusions website, we knew we had to experience it for ourselves. They promised visitors would discover the world's most extraordinary collection of perspective-changing rooms, mind-bending installations, and optical illusions. Their exhibits even claim they'll teach you that nothing is ever quite as it seems, and they promise to take your mind on an adventure. But does the museum deliver on their promises? In this video, we'll take you through what the experience is like from start to finish, what senses the Museum of Illusions truly engages, how crowded or overwhelming it feels, especially for introverts, and whether we think Museum of Illusions is worth it or not. We also want to make it clear that this video is not sponsored by the Museum of Illusions Chicago or by anyone else. We paid for the tickets ourselves, and these opinions are 100% based on our own genuine experiences. And with that, let's meep together to the Museum of Illusions. Getting to the Museum of Illusions was very easy from our hotel. And while its official address is on 25 East Washington Street, the museum's main entrance is around the corner on North Wabash Street.
We have our tickets for the Museum of Illusions for 10 a.m. first thing today.
So go on in through the official entrance, and this is where you take care of your ticket. There's also info here as well, like how they encourage you to take pictures and video, and that certain spots are marked to do just that. We found these helpful as they're lined up just right so that the angle and perspective are captured perfectly.
The exhibit starts here.
The first thing that we saw was this life-size pin art.
I'm gonna throw myself on the back of this. 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's back away.
I'm missing a leg. Aw.
That's okay. That's okay.
We even had a blast pushing the pins back into order.
We did. We had fun pressing ourselves into the pin machine and then pushing all the pins back in.
The staff at the front probably gets sick and tired of this, so I apologize.
I thought that this was a great way to start the museum. As you start going through, you'll notice a mix of optical illusions that are on display, as well as immersive rooms and exhibits. We'll start with the displays first, and we'll explore each of the rooms in a little bit. Right at the entrance is the grid illusion. The point of this grid is to stare at the grid and count all of the gray dots, but you can't get them to stay still or stay gray.
Pick a dot and move around, and you'll think that all the other dots are gray. But let your eyes wander and you'll notice the other dots look dark. Cool, huh?
I remember I saw this illusion when I was in elementary school, and it blew my mind. Next to the grid illusions was a floating circle.
Oh, I remember these. These mess with you.
The blurring on the pattern of the circles creates the illusion that it makes it look closer to your eyes than the background. So when you move your head, it looks like the inner circle is floating and moving above the surface, but it's clearly not. It's just a picture. Your brain makes you think that the circle is moving. Your brain is lying to you. Nearby were several displays, including a moving picture where the picture's perspective changes as you move side to side, and you get to experience an enhanced 3D effect, almost like you're actually moving past the space when you move left to right. This was really interesting and threw us through a loop with perspective.
Perspective, man, is so long.
As you move along, we found some split mirrors where we had fun making mashups of each other.
Your neck and your head is attached to my Stomach, waist, abdomen, downward.
We also realized pretty quickly that some of these illusions twisted our brain where the display sometimes just didn't quite click with us.
My head's tiny compared to yours.
Because sometimes you walk by a display or you walk into a room and you don't quite see or experience what you're supposed to see or experience. So the stickers and the descriptions are really helpful.
Almost. Oh, yep. This is half-half. Or you could be like me, where you actually do read the thing and it still doesn't make sense.
There were also a number of 3D art displays on the wall.
It gets even better. Oh, I see it more over here.
Yeah.
From ahead, I don't.
They had mammoth tusks that looked like they were just about to impale you as you walked by.
It almost looks like it's like right here.
And it's like it was leaping out at you from the wall. And then some raccoons, or as I affectionately call them, trash pandas. This next space has a life-size 3D mirror prism on display, and its official name is a dodecahedron, and it's a 12-faced polyhedron. Like a D12, shout out to the gamers. Each of the 12 faces is a mirror. It was kind of like looking into a portal of infinite yet contained space. Just fascinating to put our camera in there, and all you saw was just infinite space and mirrors, contained in clearly a very finite space. There was also a flat mirror prism on the wall next to the dodecahedron.
Where does it end?
And next to it were some 3D moving art pieces, which was fascinating to watch in person, but it was kind of difficult to catch on camera. So heads up, we're freeze framing because the flashing lights used is pretty intense on the eyes.
Oh, hello.
Oh, wow.
Chaos! Oh, no more chaos. We're calm. Nice.
There were different patterns of flashing light to simulate movement of each piece.
It's vibrating. It's almost sphere-like.
As you continue to move along, we came across a strange but fun wall of hollow faces. This one we found especially wacky. It's made of brightly lit up Albert Einstein facial reactions that are concave or like caved out of the wall.
Very creepy.
But the longer that you stare at them, and if you move side to side, they suddenly look convex, like they're jumping out at you. And this is because our brain knows that a face is convex in 3D, so our brain makes up a different explanation, and therefore we see the face move that follows us wherever we go. Down the hall from there was the Bouchette chair. It's a famous illusion from the 1960s where it manipulates perspective to make people look super small.
So, bring it higher. Higher. In towards you.
It looks like the person sitting in the chair is a tiny, adorable doll. The person on the chair platform appears smaller than the person standing on the sticker because the perceived size of a person depends on the context suggested by the objects around them. We thought this illusion was really fun and very interactive. We became part of the illusion. Across from the Bouchette chair was a mirror kaleidoscope.
Oh wow, that is so crazy.
So go ahead and put your face up to it and suddenly your likeness fills all of the space. We enjoyed putting our 360 in there and just one of us on each end.
Here, move the camera, put your face in. My face doesn't fit.
There were dozens and dozens and dozens of you. And me. I think it might have been too much. Just past the mirror kaleidoscope is the cloning poker table, so go ahead and sit down and play a round of Hold'em with yourself.
Enjoy your own company.
Good soundtrack here.
There's some copyrighted music. We're enjoying it. We're just not going to be able to share it with you guys.
The way this illusion works is that you sit at what looks like a round table, but the table is just a small wedge.
There's 5 of us, right? Or am I missing someone?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Am I missing this person?
Yes.
There are 2 mirrors angled at exactly 60 degrees, so when you do sit down, it transforms that wedge into a full-blown gaming table with your buddies, aka you. Just make sure you don't cheat, because when you cheat, everyone cheats.
You're a cheater.
We also found a kinogram. This is where you move the handle from left to right over the basic image and then watch as the illusion of movement occurs. This was fun, and I thought this was a good example of early animation.
Odd.
You like that?
I do.
Oh.
No tech, very basic. I really liked it. Around the corner from that is the head on a platter. Have you ever wanted someone's head served to you on a platter? how about your own? You do have to crawl on your hands and knees to position yourself in there, and once you do, it makes for a very nice effect.
Hi.
The mirrors make it look like your head is being served up as a delicious meal.
My head on a platter.
And then I had James's head on a platter.
Like a blooming flower. Lovely.
Just before you reach the gift shop, you come to the turntables.
Oh, spin the left side.
The placement and the color of the stripes gives the illusion of lopsidedness and spiraling, so it's fun to play with the speed and direction of each one.
Let's do this one. This way.
That's a good spin, like the Price is Right.
Look at those.
Now we can add Optical Illusion DJ to my resume. There are also a variety of different rooms or experiences to step into or immerse yourself in, so this is where more immersive experiences await. The first room that you come to is the symmetry room. The layer that's made of mirrors is positioned in the middle of the absolute space of this room.
You would think this is like video effect. It's not.
I know, right?
Stand on the mirror's edge and take unique photos of your symmetrical reflection. And as a result of this illusion, the symmetry room is perceived as a whole room, but in reality, only one half of it is visible. So as you move, the whole image just expands and contracts in a wild way that we are not used to seeing.
Oh my, that's creepy. That's so creepy.
So you'll have a great time here. Take plenty of photos and video, because both are fun.
I know. Hi.
It's wacky. It whacked us out, but we had a great time. Around the corner is the clone room. So it's less of a room and more of a space that you just kind of step into, like a little walk-in closet covered in mirrors.
Who needs a 360 camera? You got this.
I know, right? Want to have a little mirror dance party?
Mirror dance party.
And due to the specific shape and precisely determined angle of the reflecting surfaces and mirrors, this exhibit creates a cloning effect. The effect is wild. The effect is wild.
Yeah. Nice.
Down the hall are two rooms. The first is the color room. There are red, green, and blue spotlights that form a white light together. And when you're in there, you cast shadows in those three primary colors. This is because those primary colors form a white light spectrum. So when they shine with the same intensity, the overlapping beam of light will not be colorful. But if an object or a person blocks one of the beams, the two other beams will overlap and create shadows in secondary colors. It's strange to see a shadow that has color. We really enjoy just kind of moving about, making all the different colors and shadows, and this is the room that we crab walked in, because why not?
Everybody loves the crab walk.
The second room is the RGB room.
Oh, lots of RGB. This would be a fun 360 room.
This room plays with the interaction between the colors of the graphics on the walls, which are subtractive color models, and the colors of the lights on the ceiling, additive color models. As the lights change, they illuminate certain colors and designs on the wall that can only be seen under each specific light. So in a way, it's like having wallpaper, and you can see a certain design when the light is blue, and then a different design when the light is green or red. Let the red light blind your retinas for just a moment, and then move on. Past the RGB room is an infinity portal. This setup is meant to simulate being abducted by an alien.
This is crazy.
So hop on up and find your escape from 2026. This looked really fun. The illusion, the picture looked fascinating, the instructions looked cool. I was like, let's try it. We couldn't figure it out. Our pictures, our video, it just doesn't look quite the same. So I don't know if it was just going right over our heads. We even had staff who was trying to help. I was hoping to hop up and get beamed up, but alas, all I was able to do was hop up and face disappointment. Hopefully if you guys go, you can have a better experience, or you can get it to look exactly as you want. And if you do, share it with us, because we would like to live vicariously through you. In the room with the 3D mirror prism, or the dodecahedron, there's a room beyond it toward the back that leads to the vortex tunnel.
Oh, and it's a mirrored reflection. Oh my god. Oh my goodness.
This is a spinning tunnel that throws off your sense of balance, so as you walk through it, you want to hang on to that railing. It can be dizzying, so proceed with both caution and curiosity.
That is nuts.
Do you want to go?
Oh my god.
And then come on back.
It's a little dizzying.
Our sense of balance suddenly felt off. And James even mentioned feeling a little motion sick.
You need to hold on.
Yeah, I back a little on. I feel like I'm about to fall.
Oh!
Did we break it?
The world came to an end.
It even stopped moving while we were in the middle of crossing, so we saw the vortex when it wasn't vortexing. I thought it was fascinating because it didn't just tie vision or touch. They took those senses and kind of put them all in together, and you walked out with an experience that you weren't really expecting.
Ooh, that was a fun time.
Just outside of the Bouchette chair is the perspective room.
I'm recording. I'm not sure what I'm recording, but I'm recording.
James and I had a great time in here. This room is one of their more marketed rooms, and it is designed in a way so that perspective changes very quickly and in a short span of distance. When you move a few feet, it makes an exponential difference in how things look. Your friend can be standing in one corner and look like a giant, while you are in the opposite corner and you look like a tiny little doll.
I'm big. You're tiny.
And there's a monitor that's in there so you can see how it looks from sort of like the camera perspective. You can play around with who wants to stand where and how they want it to look and different poses that you could do. Past the clone poker table, there's a somewhat hidden entrance with a door to the infinity room. This room has mirrors on all of the walls, so it's kind of like a mirror funhouse that goes on for infinity.
Oh, we're gonna be quiet in here too.
It's so quiet.
Dance quietly.
It seemed like it was getting a little crowded.
Welcome to infinity.
The music dampened significantly. We couldn't hear anyone else talking. This room also felt like a quiet respite, like a nice little introvert space.
It's quiet.
It's a nice respite from the loud
From the
noises.
music, yeah. If the sensory stuff is a little overwhelming and you need a break, this infinity room is really nice.
And it was entertaining because you look around and there's just mirrors everywhere.
I feel like this is straight out of sci-fi. Oh yeah, I forgot. Which one is the door? Okay. Oh, good call. Okay.
Across is the building illusion. The setup makes it look like you're dangling from a brownstone balcony, when in reality, it's just mirrors. There was a friendly staff member nearby, and she was very helpful in both directing us and taking pictures and video for us.
Oh, I'm trying to grab you. I'm too short.
We had a good time here, just kind of writhing about on the museum floor, trying to look like we were in distress when we really weren't, and a museum member was just taking our picture. It looks silly, and you feel silly when you're doing it, but the pictures and video will create lasting memories. Once you move past the building illusion, you'll find the tilted room.
Look at the photo you can take.
This room has tilted floors, walls, and ceilings.
I'm keeping it straight to the camera, so interesting.
I'm standing perfectly straight right now.
When we close our eyes, we naturally try to keep standing straight on this tilted floor, but after we open our eyes, we receive those fake visual signals, and we feel like our bodies are leaning, not the walls. And they do say that it can throw off your balance and make people feel a little motion sick or dizzy, so there is a warning before you walk into this room, and this was one room that I liked it, but James didn't really care for it. Didn't make him feel super great.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I got it.
You all right?
Yeah.
I'm standing straight right now. It just doesn't look it.
Right.
The last room was the reversed room, and it's just past the head on a platter. Strike a pose in the room, have someone stand on the photo spot and take a picture, and then rotate the image. Our brains make assumptions, like how chairs should be on the floor, how lights should be on the ceiling. So when you rotate that picture, it will look like you're defying gravity. So feel free to create some memorable chaos. Crawl up on that bookshelf, get on top of that coffee table, and then when you rotate that picture, you're gonna look amazing.
All right. We are done with the Museum of Illusions. We just finished. We had a great time. I would say this was worth it. I think I liked Color Factory more because it had all of the senses and all of the experiences. But this definitely fulfilled expectations for what I wanted from a Museum of Illusions.
Overall, Museum of Illusions absolutely took us on a sensory adventure, and one that was predominantly and directly steeped in sight.
And we'll give them a pass, obviously, because it's the Museum of Illusions.
The concentration of visual stimulation was more than enough and was very fulfilling from a sensory perspective. The point of most illusions is to see them and then realize that what you see isn't always trustworthy, that when a piece of art or a room forces us to face the fallacies of our own eyes and brains, it can make our other senses freak out. One example of this was in the vortex tunnel and how there's a railing there, but the moment you start walking, the visual movement sends signals to your brain and it makes you feel off balance. And it really forces us to put things in perspective and to not take it all for granted. I say that seeing is believing, but at the Museum of Illusions, you can't believe what you're seeing. We would recommend Museum of Illusions to fellow introverts and sensory seekers alike.
It's definitely worth checking out. It's kid-friendly. Go with a friend, go with someone, and then staff can take photos and video for you. They're great.
The staff was awesome.
Yeah.
It did feel intentional, thoughtfully designed, and immersive. Some exhibits felt more passive and were just meant to be observed, while others required active participation, like the Bouchette chair, the reversed room, and the head on a platter. There were moments that felt calm and peaceful, like when we found the Infinity Room, and then other moments that were more busy and energetic, so that is something to keep in mind. Introverts just pay attention to ticket dates and times to maybe help minimize crowds. But our sensory adventure in Chicago isn't over yet.
All we've got left out of the 3 is wonder, and I'm really curious how that's going to make us think and feel and see and smell and taste. I don't know, but we're going to have to go check it out.
They claim to not just be a museum, but a playful journey that awakens creativity across multiple immersive art exhibits. We'll be putting it through the same 5-sense and introvert-friendly test to see how it stacks up against Color Factory and Museum of Illusions, so stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching and being sensational with us. If you liked this video and you want to see more like it, subscribe, hit that like button, leave a comment down below. And until next time, happy meeping!
You need to hold on.
Yeah, I definitely don't. Oh my. I feel like I'm about to fall.
Oh! Don't move. We didn't break it, I promise.